Greetings, beloved. I'm Dr. Felicia LaBoy, lead pastor and life coach here at the historic First United Methodist Church in downtown Elgin, Illinois, with another motivational moment from the Bible. These motivational moments are designed to help us take the Word of God, however we get that, whether it's in a worship service, online, on the radio, in our devotion, in a Bible study, however you and I get the Word of God, and to make it a part of our everyday life. This week, I want to talk about character from the Bible that is a little known, but has profound things to teach us. I want to talk about Samson. You can go back and find his story in Judges chapters 13 through 16. But here is the skinny on it. Samson was called by God to be a Nazirite. And to be a Nazirite simply meant that he was set aside by God. As a Nazirite, 3 things he shouldn't have done. One is can't have anything from the vine. No raisins, no grapes, no wine. He's not supposed to touch anything dead. And third, no razors to come to his head. Well, Samson is a person of his desires, and he does whatever he wants. He's really spoiled, and all of those things he continuously violates. He's got a thing for wine. He's got a thing for women that are not women of his own tribe. He loves touching dead things, not only using the jawbone of an ass, that story you all may know about, but also that he kills a lion, some bees create honey in it, he scoops that out and eat that. This boy's got issues. Really, as my sister would say, he doesn't have issues, he has subscriptions. And then the thing that is Samson's undoing is he hooks up with a woman by the name of Delilah. And 3 times this woman tricks him into telling him what's the area of his weakness. And twice he lies and gets over with it. The last time he tells her, I just need my head shaved, which she has someone do. And that really is the end of his strength. Now, what you all may be saying is, what does that have to do with us? I'm so glad that you asked. Have you ever done something that you thought you didn't have a way to come back from? You made a mistake. You knew what to do, but you didn't do it, and you were devastated by it. Or maybe some things happened to you. Say, for example, you were in a bad relationship. You lost a spouse. You lost your job. You lost your home. Did any or all of that happen to you, and you thought that was the end of it? Now, I'm here to tell you, there's no shame in my game. I've been through all of those things. I had a very good job about 40 years ago almost, and got downsized out of it. A job I loved, which caused me to lose my home. And I was in a relationship with someone. When I began to pursue being pastor, that person didn't want to be married to a pastor. And so I've lost a home, I've lost a relationship, and I've lost everything that I know. But beloved, here's the thing about God. Our God is not only a God of second chances, he's a God of third chances, fourth chances, fifth chances. The Bible puts it this way. His mercies are new every morning. Great is the Lord's faithfulness. You can catch that in Lamentations chapter 3. So what's my point? Well, my point is that God is never finished with us. That's what you'll read if you go back and look at Judges chapter 16. What you will find is that even though Samson has lost his strength, even though he's had his eyes gouged out, even though he's now a servant to the very people God called him to conquer, the Bible tells us that his hair started to grow back. And what you'll find out is as his hair grew back, the last thing that Samson did, the last breath of his life that he did, he has to be put next to a pillar, and he pushed it with the little strength that he had, and he wiped out more Philistines in his death than he had in his life. Now, here's what I'm saying. I'm not telling you to kill anybody. But what I am saying is don't let a failure define you. The Bible also tells us in the Psalms that a just man, a right person, falls 7 times, but the Lord helps him back up. I've heard it put this way. Nothing beats a failure but a try. Beloved, who knows if the little strength that you have for a particular thing is just what you need to have to get what it is that you want. Now, there's some things we don't come back from, right? There's some things that have all kinds of consequences. But I'm here to tell you that not every failure is final, and not every delay is a denial. So if I go back to my own story, I have a job that I love that I never thought about. I had to walk all this out to be pastor. I have a husband that I love who loves me too. It's very different from the person I dated. And I have a home, a new home, much nicer home. God has blessed me in all kinds of ways. But God has blessed me because I was willing to take the little strength that I had and to try again. So, beloved, here's my question for you. Where is God inviting you to try again? Where is God saying, take the little strength that you have, take the little strength that you have, the little nudging that you have, and go check out starting that business. Take the little strength that you have and go write something, article, email post, or something to start that book. Why don't you try again and go look for a job? Why don't you put yourself out there in a different kind of environment and give someone a chance to be a friend, to be a spouse, to be a lover, a boyfriend, or something? Beloved, I am sure this week that God is asking you to follow that nudge and to try again. How do I know? Because God is dealing with me on that in two areas that I thought that I was over with. The kind of thing you say, I'm too old for that. God's, no, I think now is the right time. Beloved, I know this, that every time I followed a nudge from God, one step at a time, because God never tells you everything all at once, great blessings have happened to me. And I know that they'll happen for you. I pray that you'll stick around for this week's Refresh Your Soul moment. It's Donnie McClurkin. We fall down, but we get back up. Beloved, you can get back up again. I know you can. I'll see you here in a couple weeks. I'm Dr. Felicia LaBoy, lead pastor and life coach here at the historic First United Methodist Church. Be blessed. I'll see you soon. Bye now.